Dear children, let me ask you a question. Is stubbornness a good thing or a bad thing? The answer is that it depends on what we're stubborn about. If we're stubborn about Avodas Hashem, then it's a good thing. Rabbeinu says that in Avodas Hashem we have to be stubborn and not let ourselves be weakened, even though there are obstacles along the way. But in regard to other things, stubbornness is not a good thing. Rabbeinu never argued with people. He would state his opinion and then move on and let Hashem do the rest. But when it came to mitzvahs, he would try again and again until he succeeded. When Rabbeinu was still a small child of 5 years old, he strived to be already a big tzaddik. He was born in the same house where the Baal Shem Tov once lived. Feiga, Rabbeinu's mother, inherited the house from her mother, Udl, who was the Baal Shem Tov's daughter, and who inherited it directly from the Baal Shem Tov himself. A lot of tzaddikim and talmidim of the Baal Shem Tov would visit her house to bask in the holy atmosphere of the house and tell stories and lessons from the Baal Shem Tov that they remembered. Once little Rabbeinu heard that important guests talk about their plans to visit the holy Toldos Yaakov Yosef, who was a big tzaddik and a great talmid of the Baal Shem Tov. Rabbeinu said that he wants to come along to see the tzaddik too. Everyone around looked at little Rabbeinu and told him that he can't possibly come along, as he's still a small child and that the way is long and arduous. Rabbeinu knew that when he comes to Avodas Hashem, he needs to be adamant and not give up. So he lay down on the floor and put his legs into the wheels of the wagon so that the wagon couldn't move forward. The wagon driver started screaming at the little boy, "Get away! We have to start our journey now! You're blocking us!" Rabbeinu ignored the wagon driver and stayed in his spot, not moving even an inch. One of the passengers in the wagon was a great tzaddik, Rabbi Chaim Krasner. When he saw how much Rabbeinu wanted to come along to see the tzaddik, he agreed that he would come along and said that he would personally watch him. He only agreed to take Rabbeinu along because he saw how serious he was and what a strong fire was burning within him for Avodas Hashem. Later in his life, Rabbeinu would say that he had a lot of gratitude to Rabbi Chaim Krasner for agreeing to take him along to see the great Toldos Yaakov Yosef. Dear children, now we already understand what stubbornness is. It can be a good middah, but also a bad middah. When your father or mother asks you to do something, then there's no room for stubbornness or discussions, and you run and do it, even though you don't agree or don't feel like it. But when it comes to Torah, Tefillah and mitzvahs, we have to be stubborn and not give up.